broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, in observance of the Rabies Awareness Month, the Albay Veterinary Office AVO is set to conduct a free spay and castration event for cats and dogs. This coming March 6, AVO invites interested pet owners to the free event at the Negosyo Auditorium, Albay Farmers Bounty Village in Cabangan, Kamalig, Albay from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Interested pet owners must register at the Albay Veterinary Office or online through their Google form to avail the free service for their pets. In other story, the Bureau of Fire Protection BFP reported Friday that fire incidents in the Bicol region increased from 94 to 119 in January to February 2023 during the same period this year. BFP Bicol spokesperson Senior Inspector Edgar Tanyahura Jr. advised taking precautions to prevent fires, especially during dry season. BFP Bicol will usher the Fire Prevention Month at Peñaranda Park, Albay District, Legazpi City on March 5. In other news, the police chief of Bicol on Friday recognized the extraordinary achievements and capabilities of women, particularly the ununiformed police officers in the region. Brigadier General Andre Dizon, Police Regional Office 5 Chief, led a kick-off ceremony of the month-long observance of Women's Month at their headquarters with the theme Lipunang Patas sa Bagong Pilipinas, Kakayahan ng Kababaihan, Patunayan. Equal Society in the New Philippines recognized women's capabilities. Dizon urged everyone to create a society in which the talents and abilities of women are celebrated and recognized. In the national scene, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Saturday, March 2, said that his administration eyes turning once war-torn Basilan into the Philippines Food and Fisheries Production Center. Basilan's geographical location and quality of soil make it an ideal food hub that can aid the country's food security woes, Marcos said in his speech in the southern province. According to Marcos Jr., the national government is committed to helping Basilan fulfill its new role against the war on hunger. In other story, 2 Chinese research vessels were detected loitering at the resource-rich Philippines Rise east of Luzon, according to latest statement from the U.S. maritime analyst. In a post on X, former United States Air Force official and ex-defense attaché Ray Powell said that Chinese vessels Heiyang Dishi Liuhao and Heiyang Dishi Xinhao sailed from Long Island in Guangzhou province on February 26 and moved east. Philippine Navy spokesperson Commodore Roy Vincent Trinidad said the sighting of 2 Chinese research vessels at the Philippine Rise is not a cause of concern. In other news, the Bureau of Immigration on Sunday, March 3, reminded underage solo travelers headed for American singer Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert in Singapore that they needed to secure a clearance from the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD. In a statement, the Bureau reiterated that travel clearance and parental consent were required for travelers under 18 who would fly out alone or with a person who was not their parent. About 1,000 or 150,000 Filipinos departures were anticipated in the first week of March, the number not yet including Eras Tour attendees from March 2 to 9. And in the news outside the country, Pope Francis, who has been suffering from influenza, said he delegated the reading of a speech at a ceremony on Saturday to an aide because he was unable to read it due to bronchitis. The speech was for the opening ceremony of the judicial year of the Vatican Tribunal. On Wednesday, the Pope made a brief trip to a Roman hospital for a checkup after he missed reading at his weekly audience, saying he had a bit of cold. To be recalled, Francis, who is 87, has had a number of health issues recently. In other story, Donald Trump on Saturday inched ahead in his quest to become the Republican Party's presidential nominee, winning internal party elections in the states of Missouri, Michigan, and Idaho. The former president has now won every state nominating contest heading into next week's Super Tuesday, when voters in 15 U.S. states choose their preferred candidate for each party. Trump has gained his momentum in the race to capture the Republican nomination at a party convention and is expected to secure the result. He is likely to face President Joe Biden in November elections, beating the two for a second time since 2020. And finally, in the news outside the country, Israel has broadly accepted a ceasefire deal with Hamas. A senior U.S. official said Saturday, March 2, as the first American airdrops of humanitarian aid were carried out over war-ravaged Gaza. The framework agreement envisaged a 6-week cessation of hostilities, which could begin immediately if the Palestinian militant group signs off on the release of the most vulnerable hostages it holds, an official said. The announcement came hours after U.S. military cargo planes began airdropping humanitarian aid into the besieged Gaza Strip. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, March 4, 2024. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Francis Boras, and on the technical side, Chad Bobis, and our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Elsil Grex Lagman, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.